What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of Up the Addicks, the Charlton Athletic save on the channel. Since the last time I left you 2-0 defeat to Bury. It hasn't really got any better at all. Had a decent-ish win against Plymouth here, 2-0 in the AFL Cup. Not too bad. Happy with the goal. Regan Charles Cook, who's a good youth prospect, got a goal, so that was a positive. And the other goal was scored by Lookman. Scores when you're 1-0 up in the 118th minute. So yeah, I mean, it's a good result. Regardless, we still beat Plymouth, who are quite a good team. Nice goal from Charles Cook. Anyway, that was a positive I took from that game. We then went on to draw with Northampton and Shrewsbury at home, which was really disappointing, actually, especially Northampton. I mean, they're quite a poor side, and we really should have been burying them, and that worries me about our chances of promotion this season. We then drew 2-2 against Shrewsbury as well. Lookman got another goal, but unfortunately, 90 minutes plus 3, this happened. And it's resulted actually in Johnny Jackson, who I was actually singing his praises in the first episode, saying how he's technically gifted. But he wasn't very technically gifted here when he handed the ball straight to Tony into Tomlinson, and Deegan scored in the 93rd minute to ensure that we didn't walk away with 3 points. We then lost to Walsall 1-0. Just another really poor game. Lookman struggles. He's got very bad natural fitness, which means that he can only play one game at a time, and then usually struggles to complete 2 games in a week. And we have had thick and fast fixtures recently. If you look at the squad here, we've actually got 3 injuries now, including our backup keeper. Another midfield, 2 midfielders are out, and Teixeira hasn't actually played this season. Still a long way off fitness. So we're going through a bit of a rough patch at the moment. The next game is at home to Bournemouth. So I'm hoping that we've switched it up. We're going to go into a 4-4-2 system. The assistant manager's been telling me to go into this 4-4-2 system for a couple of games now, so I thought I'd give it a go. Again, we're lacking depth. I did actually bring in Richard Wood from last episode, and this isn't even about quality really. This is just bodies. I mean, he's not a bad player. He's got good stats for a limited centre back role. Good marking, good heading at 15, good tackling, good strength, good jumping. All pretty decent stats all round. And he cost us 160k from Rotherham. So I was pretty happy with that signing, and we are currently trying to sign another striker who you might see in the next episode. But we need to offload a striker before we can sign him. So let's go into the game now. This is the team for today. So we've got Declan running goal, Bauer and Wood barely fit at centre back, Foley at right back, Fox at left back, Madness on the right hand side. Don't know why he's a wide midfielder here. Ricky Holmes on the left-hand side, Ulvestad and Hesketh starting in the centre of midfield, and Lookman and Lee Novak up front. So I'm hoping that should be enough quality within the squad to get a result here. We got Richard Wood making his debut. I'm going to tell the boys that we need a result. I'm surprised the morale's that good, to be honest, considering the lack of results lately. But you do try, when you're playing Football Manager, you do need to try and keep the morale of the lads up. If you are going for a bad run, then don't slate them every single game, because usually that just ends up in a total destruction of morale, which just means your bad results are just going to go on for longer and longer. Although saying that, Bolton have got a good position here with Matty Taylor, edge of the bot. and Hansen has scored for Bolton in the 8th minute. And it looks like the 4-4-2 switch up hasn't done us any favours whatsoever. Mate Taylor over on the right hand side here. Back to the edge of the box. Hansen's waiting. It's a lovely, lovely shot, to be fair. Can't really take too much away from him with a finish there. And we're 1-0 down after 8 minutes. Come on, boys. Let's get back into it. It's Hesketh with the tackle in the centre of the pitch. He's knocked it out to Novak. Novak into Lookman. And we're straight back in it. 9 minutes straight away from the restart. 30 seconds later, and we've got ourselves back into a good hold-up play from Novak there. Into Lookman. Turns his defender. Just finishes into that left-hand corner. 1-1. Still, it's worrying that we're not getting the results at home, really. I think that if we want to get promoted this season, we will definitely need to we need to be winning these games. Maybe the Bolton are quite a difficult challenge, but the Shrewsbury game was particularly disappointing considering how late we conceded. But we are doing well on possession. We're keeping a lot of possession in our games. We're just not really doing a lot with it. There's little chances being created at the end of it. So hopefully when I bring in the new striker, the new attacking option that I've got in the woodwork, he will make the difference and be able to put away some chances. But we do just need to create more, full stop. It's Hansen on the edge of the box here. It's just really poor defending. We conceded a lot of goals from this wide areas, both right hand and left hand side on the overlap here. It's starting to concern me slightly. Might have to go attacking if we're not doing much within the next 10, but Novak's got it here. He's played it to Lookman. Lookman's advancing on the defence. Oh, just shocking. Actually saying that, have we got work ball into box? Oh no, that'll be why. If you ever think that you're having loads of long shots that are just going wildly off target, then always check to see if you've got work ball into box on. Because if it's off and you blaze them over, that's probably why. Hesketh on the halfway line, works up to Lookman, and he scored a double. And it's back to 2-2 in this one. It's another really tidy finish from Lookman, actually. And another great bit of hold-up play here from Lee Novak, who just picks him out. It's a really nice ball, actually. And he finishes into the right-hand corner this time. And it's 2-2. They're thinking of making a change. Everyone's kind of playing quite well. I don't really want to edit it. We don't actually have another. We should probably bring him off, actually. I'm having to dip quite deep into the youth reserves at the moment just to get 11 fit players onto the pitch. Kenneth Yao has been called up from the under-23s and has played quite a few games since. It's looking like it's petering out. Oh no, there's another highlight. It looks like it's going to be for Bolton. Another late goal would really crush this morale again. It's a header away from Fox and Holmes comes away with it. It's back at him. Holmes again. Up to Novak. Can he get the goal? No, he can't. Shame that your hold-up play isn't as good as you finish in A-League. It looks like it's going to be 2-2 here, lads. So another draw in another home game in the league. Like I said, we're creating more chances than we were, but still conceding a lot of goals, especially at home. It's really starting to concern me. But again, as I said, got to keep the morale up. So we will say the lads were unlucky today. We'll try and push on in the next couple of games. As I said, I am trying to bring in a striker. I'm trying to sell Magnus. It's just his role as his best role is as a defensive forward, and I'm looking at trying to create more chances. And the last thing that I need is a defensive-minded forward. That's just not going to cut it for me. I will be having to play around with formations as well, because as you can see, Charlton still looking for a win in 5 games. I mean, 3 of them have been draws, but we've only kept clean sheet in 1 game, which is the real worrying thing. I might be having to look at a formation where maybe Ulvestad shadows and protects that back four. Let's have a look at the schedule. So we'll probably come back. I think if we come back at the end of September for this game against Oldham in the League One, that gives us 5 games. Yeah, so we'll come back here against Oldham. In the meantime, again, leave any signing suggestions, any comments on a decent tactic for the lower leagues, as I haven't had a lot of experience playing the lower leagues. I did play them in FM 2015, but not so much in 16 or 17. I mostly played with bigger teams. So if anyone's got any advice on tactics for the lower leagues, instructions for the lower leagues, and also signings for the lower leagues, it'd be really helpful if you could just pop it in the comments for me. And while you're here, you may as well subscribe for future content. One of these will be going out every other day. And let's hope Lookman can double his tally when I next come to see you. Like, subscribe, comment any suggestions.